In this video, we'll cover why the Boxster 981 is excellent value for money, and also to discuss, in my opinion, why the Boxster 981 is the best Porsche in the Porsche lineup. The Boxster 981 is excellent value for money because it sounds great. Not sure you could really pick the beautiful sound that comes from the 6-cylinder naturally aspirated flat 6 Boxster engine. This is a 3.4 litre S, and you could also choose to have it in the base 2.7 litre. But the 3.4S has that oomph, and in terms of value for money, it basically offers you the best of both worlds, in the sense that, you know, you could practically live with this, drive it every single day due to the mid-engine layout. And the pedigree that the 981 comes from, or well, the Boxster in general comes from, because of the heritage that Porsche gives the Boxster, is absolutely incredible. Originally, Porsche introduced the 914. It was a mid-engine two-seater roadster called the 914 in the 1970s, and then for the first time again in Porsche's history, they introduced a Porsche called the Boxster in 1991. This is when they unveiled it, and it was mass-produced and available to the worldwide global market in 1997, called the Boxster 986. Then we had the Boxster 987 in 2004 to 2011, and then the 981. In terms of the forms, aesthetically, and the performance that the 981 Boxster gives you is unbelievable, because aesthetically you can't practically get a better looking car than this, really. It does so well. And at the end of the day, in terms of people wanting to buy a desirable Porsche, a Porsche that will put a smile on their face, something that they can enjoy during their holidays, on their everyday drive to work, it's nothing better than a Boxster 981. And this is coming from someone like me, where when I did have a job, working in the construction world, I didn't choose to have a coupe as such. I always chose to have a mid-engine two-seater roadster. That was always my go-to option. So naturally, these cars are in extremely high demand. They do extremely well, and they don't hang around for too long. Once they are prepped and once they've had the work done at a dealership like ours. This is an extremely good spec as well. It's got the basil black metallic color with the 20-inch classic Carrera alloys. So in terms of big spec items, this has it. I won't bore you with the rest of the spec, because what I would like to cover is the performance. The 3.4 litre Boxster S engine is able to produce 311 brake horsepower, 360 Newton meters of torque. The 0 to 60 is possible in 5 seconds, and the top speed is 172 miles per hour. But this, or Porsches in general, they've not been about the top end speed or the 0 to 60. They've always been about the characteristics of what they're like to drive, handle. You know, on roads like this, I mean, they're an absolute joy to be in and to drive, and you know, the handling and the performance combined is absolutely incredible. And how I summarize a Boxster is that it gives you the best of both worlds. I mean, it's a car you genuinely get into and it will put a smile on your face, and there aren't many cars that one can say that about. Additionally, again, why I say they're excellent value for money is for about the same money you're looking at a Porsche 911 997 Gen 1. And if you know anything about a Gen 1 997, you will realize that they are now over 15 years old, and there's a lot of maintenance upkeep that one needs to do, especially if it has not been done previously. And there are some commonly known issues. So when you look at the Porsche lineup and you've got anywhere from 26 to 35,000 pounds to spend, and if you want a 911, you're looking at a 997. But if you want a Porsche that does an equally incredible job, and in some ways I would say drive and handle better than a 997, and it's got all the modern looks and aesthetics, and at the end of the day the characteristics of a Porsche, then I guess it's a sensible thing to do is to buy a Boxster 981. In terms of the interior spec, you've got the leather steering wheel with these buttons to shift up or shift down, but you've got the 7-speed PDK gearbox, so if you just shift it across, you can actually push this down to drop a gear. Let's drop to third. Or if you wanted to go up a gear, press it up, it goes up a gear. You've got the sports button, you've got the rear spoiler, you can switch off this stop start, heated seats both for the driver and the passenger. You've got the full entertainment package here with mobile Bluetooth connectivity, both for your music and to be able to make telephone calls, as well as having the navigation capability. So should you be somebody that don't like to be using their phones, as is a crime nowadays to use your phone whilst driving, you've got it all in here. In terms of the rest of the spec, softer items wise, this has got the full leather extended package with Bose entertainment system, and on the outside you've got all the modern day amenities you would want, you know, xenon headlights, LED daytime running lights. It's got the side door mirrors, which are heated and adjustable, electrically adjustable. The seats are extremely comfortable. You've got the Porsche crest at the top of the seats. I mean, all in all, I hope I've covered and shown through my love and enthusiasm why these are good value for money and performance wise, and how they handle and what these cars are really about. So thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for other content similar to this. Press that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and if you think we've done well, comment, and if you think we could do better, still comment. Thank you. Bye bye.